Hello again. I told you before that designing new objects for Alice is not something you can do within the Alice system. It's a complex thing, and to give a thing shape and texture and all the behaviors, so it's something the Alice designers had to do for you. Fortunately, they've created a wide variety of objects for you to choose from. There's one small exception, and that is if you look under People. Here we go, People, and go all the way to the end of the list. There are two programmable figures that you can use to build people with. And what I'd like you to do for this exercise is to make an avatar for yourself. So since I'm a guy, I'll choose this one, and here's a name I used before. Let's first give it a name, and I'll call this MJS 42. Whoops. 42 as an homage to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But basically, you just select various things. I'm trying to choose something that's roughly the shape of my face. Oh, I hope that's not my shape. Some legs, and the cat's bothering me again. Hold on. Okay, I'm hoping a little food will keep him quiet for a while. So I'm not going to be too picky here because I'm just trying to show you how this works. So just the choices are not all that great, some of them, but you can try to choose something that looks like something you're not too embarrassed to say is you. So I'll just throw a shirt on, throw on some pants and shoes, and I'll call it done. Wait a second, I thought I chose a skin tone, but let's... Okay, that's better. Now I'm ready to save. So, and there I am. Um, the Let's close this because we're done. In the methods, oh, first I have to choose the guy. There are some additional methods in this figure, and what's nice is there is a demonstration here that says show all animations. So we'll throw that in and run it as a program. So this guy already knows how to do a few things. Okay, I'm going to add a method, and I'm going to make my avatar say a line from Hamlet. I think that the gestures he made when he was confused are kind of appropriate to go with it. Let's play those brief. Okay, so I'm going to steal that code and modify it, and I'll show you how to do that. Let's create a new method, and I'm going to call it Hamlet. And now let's also open the confused routine. As I told you before, you can only put one thing at a time into the clipboard. So if we want to steal all this code, we're going to, it'll be helpful to first wrap it in a do in order block. So I'll just drop that in and move all the code into it. Is that it? I think there's one more. Yeah. Okay, now that shouldn't change the behavior. We just put it in a nice little package. So we'll drop this into the clipboard. Now we'll go to our new routine and steal that code. Okay, now let's give it a try. We'll go to the world method, get rid of this, and we'll try out our new routine. And if we did everything right, it should look just like the confused. Okay, that's good. So now let's modify the code that we stole. And we'll make him say something at the same time. Let's see, because we want him to do these things simultaneously, let's put a do together block and throw in our existing code, and we'll have him say something at the same time. So we'll put in a say command. I had practiced this before I made the video, so we'll save some time by choosing this selection. You obviously, if you're writing dialogue, will have to type it in. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, I didn't like the timing on that, but I'll leave it to you to think of ways to improve it and make it look better. You might want to delay the gesture by throwing in a wait tile or something like that. Once you have created an object, you can save it as an object. You don't have to save an entire program. So let me show you how this works. What you do is you select an object, right-click on it, and then select Save Object. And here's an earlier object I saved to my desktop. I'll save this. And now here's how you can use these. Let's start with a new world. I don't really need to save this because all I was doing is working on an object. Let's choose a snow world this time. And we can place our object in it. To do that, we click File, Import, and now let's see. Can I? Okay, you can filter the files. This will help us find it. We'll filter for object files, and here's what we just saved. So we'll import it, and our guy appears there. And if we select him and look at his methods, we see that we have all the capabilities he came with plus this new one we gave him. So let's throw this in here and run the show. Okay, one more thing I want to show you, and that is you can take any object and modify it and save it. We generated this guy from scratch, but we can choose an object. I'm going to go to furniture here, and we'll choose a chair, add it to the world, and let's get our guy out of the way. Now we'll select this chair and we'll modify it. Let's do something simple. We'll paint it blue, but first we have to get rid of the texture or it won't be visible. So let's set the texture to none, and we'll color the chair blue. And it's probably a good idea to rename this so you won't confuse it with the original object. So we'll select this and call it Blue Chair. And now let's save it. Save object, Blue Chair. So although you can't design objects from scratch, you can take stuff from the catalog and give it new capabilities. And I'm running out of time on this video, so I'll give you a few more notes with the assignment. Bye-bye.